Alright, the stream's up, Daydreamer. Alright, there we go. Stream is set up. Whoop-de-doo. You like apples, Daydreamer? Do you like the red apples or the green apples more? Which one do you like? Green apples reign supreme. Guess what color apples I have inside of my fridge right now? Do you know?
Add asterisk. Add asterisk.
Hello, Kimiko. Welcome.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Alright, we got 30. Let's spend this regular fate and give us a 4-star that we don't have, please. No, another blue. What's my history? When's my next 4-star? Oh, I already got a Favonius Codex like 2 wishes ago. Well, now 3. When was my last 5-star on the standard? Uh, 51, 52, 52 pity on the standard banner. Mika. Mika would be nice. That'd be a nice cryo character. How many days we got left in Sejin Onslaught? 17 days. So 17 days for me to get Yahoda and Hazo up to a workable level. Yahoda needs one more ascension. Also, we were taught recently by Artie that Yahoda means strawberry in Czech. So, that's nice. Two Animo characters, gems will be scarce. Yep, I need quite a lot of Animo gems because I still need to get Sayu and Faruzan to Ascension 6. And then there's Yahoda and Hazo that still need to get to Ascension 5. So I need 6, 12, 18, 24 giant Animo gemstones. It's Minza's birthday. Happy birthday, Minza. Happy birthday to your rat. Send a picture of Minza and we'll all congratulate Minza on a happy birthday. I think I'll get better artifacts for Coach Ian-san after I get artifacts for Dahlia. And Aoife, another 4-piece Viridescent Veriner Animo character. Can we get another? Please.
Get out! Cuckoo!
Charlotte's already got a set waiting for her. Layla's got one. Mika's got nothing. Yunjin's got... I think I actually have a set waiting for Yunjin. And then Toma, I got nothing. So Toma, Mika, Dahlia. Aoife, he can wait. I'm done with Viridescent Veriner. And then Ian-san. Just about every Animo wears Viridescent Veriner. Hey, look. That's a blessing in disguise in some ways. At the very least. You know? Like, if a new player gets a Animo character, you wouldn't be remiss to tell them that that's a great domain. Are you gonna make Burgeon Toma? There's a pretty good chance that I may make Burgeon Toma. Maybe. Oh, crap. I just started with the wrong characters. Didn't mean to go for the Baptist. Meant to go for this guy. It's either Burgeon Toma or Emblem of Severed Fate Toma. But probably Burgeon Toma.
Settle down. Stay.
You're not going anywhere.
Emblem Toma. It's one of many possibilities, but not a solid one. Looking for an HP goblet. Or a feather. How old is Toma now? I don't know. As old as Inazuma, I guess. 1 year and 4 days. It's Mina's birthday.
Stay back.
Give me the friendship points.
Bow your head.
Toma? I meant Min's. How long was it again, Troy, since you last woke up? Artifact set. Noblesse. Where's Noblesse? Silken Moon Serenade. Song of Days Past. Ocean Hued Clam. Where's Noblesse? There it is. We got a flower with HP. HP and energy. Okay, flower. Got energy on a feather. Energy and double HP on this feather, so that's good. So lock that. Lock that. HP sand. And we got an HP circlet. So we're done with yeah, we got HP and energy on the sand and HP and energy on the circlet. So Dahlia is done being built. Now we need something better for Coach Ian-san. Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City. Remove Noblesse. We need a sand with attack and energy. That's good. Feather. Attack and energy with crit rate. That's fine. Sand. We either need. I think we need either an attack or an energy sand, and we have both available. Attack sand with energy. Energy sand with attack. So we got both. Circlet has attack power. I'm pretty sure it's better to give her attack than it is to give her HP. We got attack, attack and energy on this one. Double attack energy. I guess there's an attack goblet that we can give Ian-san, so I mean this is good enough. What would Deepwood, or what would Burgeon Toma have? Burgeon Toma would have Flower of Paradise Lost, wouldn't he? Yeah, he would. So Burgeon Toma would definitely take this flower, probably. It's got Elemental Mastery on it. This one's a better flower for Toma. Because it's got HP and energy, but it's got no Elemental Mastery. And that's what you need. Ah, here it is. Crit rate, HP, Elemental Mastery. There you go. That's the best one right there. That's a good one. Okay, yeah, I think I'll yeah, Burgeon Toma's gonna do it. What would I get from Mika? I think that Mika, I would get something like a healer set or maybe like double HP or something like that. I'm definitely probably going to give him like the Favonius pole arms and stuff. Maybe Noblesse 4-piece? Maybe Ocean Hued Clam? The Favonius Lance seems like a good one. His burst cost is probably like 80. Knowing that he's an old character, it's probably 80. What is Dahlia's burst cost? Two-piece Emblem and two-piece Tenacity is something Dahlia uses. Hmm. 3.8 is so close. Alright, I think I'll change my reward. We've got enough for now. We got a feather that's really good for either Dahlia or Mika, whichever one we get first. And Toma's using two-piece HP, I feel like that would just be the same thing that I did with Kirara, and ultimately, I would want something better. And since I have a good enough off-field Pyro for now, I mean, there's the support shield Toma, and I was thinking of Emblem of Severed Fate for him. But since we have Durin for the off-field Pyro, and, you know, I want somebody to be able to do something with Bloom. Like, other than specifically Kuki Shinobu. I feel like Toma might be, you know, able to do something. Toma's talent priority is, well, obviously it's elemental skill. Yeah, I guess maybe. Hello, Lucy. Welcome to the stream, Lucy. Maybe there's a chance that I could use full Gilded Dreams for my Toma. Like, Elemental Mastery Gilded Dreams? It would just be off-field Pyro, but it wouldn't be fully dedicated to, Burgeon, like Flower of Paradise Lost would. What kind of pieces do I got? What am I looking at? Because if I'm looking at a Flower of Paradise Lost set, I'm looking at, like, a whole lot of nothing. But if I'm looking at Gilded Dreams, what do I have available already? Okay, got Elemental Mastery there. Got a bunch of attack and HP in Elemental Mastery there. Sand? Attack Sand with double crit and EM. Critical Circlet. This just seems like an artifact set for somebody else. Maybe like Kuching or something. Which I already have. Attack double crit with Elemental Mastery. Energy crit. Flat HP, energy double crit. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, elemental mastery. Like, these statistics are great. That's a nice attack goblet. I guess 4 pieces of Gilded Dreams for Toma. If he's the solo Pyro character, I mean, he gets what? 150 elemental mastery plus 80, so that's what, 230? You have so many EXP bottles, save some for the poor people, says Daydreamer. Just do your artifact runs. Artifact routes, Daydreamer. Artifact routes. Do them. That's where all of this XP came from. You forget that I basically never run for artifacts unless it's Stygian Onslaught, and even then I stop once I got the feather. That's so mind-numbing I can't. Turn on one of my streams and just listen to the Troy podcast as you do it. I need another set for Mika. It's such an issue trying to figure out who to get pieces and artifacts and stuff for. It's such a problem. I'll think on it for a second while I kill this Baptist, since I haven't done it yet.
Cleanse your
Judgment!
receive thy blessing.
Oh god, my frame rate.
Run like the force. Keep up.
Yeah!
Your atonement
Trip on us!
barely begun.
You can't run! Surprise! Shiver!
One more sin upon your soul.
Use the spotlight!
And shroud. Silence. Turn this barren to night light. Your salvation. Wander not. Astray.
Gilded Dreams Toma might have like this mixture of being half decent for Vaporize. I literally don't have a virgin character, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Gilded Dreams Toma for flexibility, or because, you know, I might need to Vaporize with him for some reason? Or are we gonna go something else? Anybody putting up their Christmas tree before next week? There's some people that probably are. The Christmas decorations are already up outside all over the place where I'm at. Kimiko says we don't have a Christmas tree. I hate that guy. He takes me 39 seconds, says Kimiko. No doubt it's probably due to the shields.
Bow your head. Watch out! Yeah!
You're my target!
Silence!
I am at an impasse. I am at an impasse, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you know what? Durin can handle the vaporizing shit. We're going full Virgin Toma. We're gonna build a whole new set. We're gonna get lucky. We're gonna get some nice Flower of Paradise Lost pieces. And we're going in. We're gonna get it. We already got a set with Kuki Shinobu, but, you know, couldn't hurt to try and improve Borgin Toma. That said, it's gonna suck if I put Toma in the theater and he's just got a Burgeon set equipped and he can't do anything. So that's why I was a little bit tempted to do Gilded Dreams. Also, if I do Gilded Dreams, I might improve Kuki Shinobu's situation just a little bit. I mean, he wouldn't help much anyways. Yeah. It'd be nice to have a character with Burgeon literally printed on their face that says, I do Burgeon things, but it doesn't really shake up that way. Burgeon is fun. I bet it is. I bet it is. And if I need a character to do Burgeon, I currently don't have one, so I don't know. Daydreamer says I made a Burgeon Al Hatham once. I bet that he died. You know what? I'll build Toma to work with Kaveh. There it is. Let's go for it. Energy Recharge, Elemental Mastery. That's nice. Attack Goblet. Elemental Mastery Sand. Smack yeah. And this is Elemental Mastery and Energy Recharge on the feather. So you know what? I'll take it. Now all we need... So we got a flower, feather, sand. Now we only need a goblet or a circlet with Elemental Mastery on it. And Burgeon Toma is good. Toma shields. Ah, but... I mean, yeah. But his shields probably are not. But I mean, nobody would expect a self-damaging character build that's supposed to have HP but not built on HP to be, like, strong shielding. Sorry, hiccups. Daydreamer says she had Jingcho as well. Okay. Alright, give me Elemental Mastery, Goblet or Circlet. Come on. Electro Damage Bonus. HP, Elemental Mastery, Critical Rate. That's nice. Probably a better feather than the other ones. Mastery Goblet. Come on. It's all Desert Pavilion Chronicle. It's a nice HP goblet. EM energy critical. Defense circlet. Critical damage circlet. Crit rate attack energy recharge. Hello, Bright Green. How we doing? We'll be sharing some of our Sunday stuff very shortly. I usually give it a little bit of time. It looks like everybody's joined at this point. And how deep into the stream are we? 31 minutes. I'm late. I should hurry this up.
Leave it to me.
I sat there yakking for too long about Virgin Toma.
Smash and grab.
Silence.
Defense Goblet. Defense Sand. Daydreamer says I might not join game because she's reading. Are you reading that manhwa thing?
Settle down. Watch out.
HP Sand. Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge, Critical Rate. That's a nice flower. Last run and then we'll disappear.
Bow your head. Yeah. Settle down.
I've been farming galleries for skirt, you say. How's that been going for you? Alright, we're going to collect our teapot coins, and then we'll go to sharing in the stuff. After we share our stuff inside the Discord, then I guess I'll go back to Genshin Impact, do my artifact route, feed the dogs, and then I think that there's a half-decent chance that I may end the stream after that, since I've just been resting lately. Resting, recuperating, and recovering.
If you ever had...
An attack sands that rolled 35.7 crit damage. Are you farming for like top 1% or something like that, Bright Green? Or are you just trying to build her? Top 1% if possible. But what is your skirk at right now? Because, I mean, top 1% is extremely, you know, that's definitely a goal. That's not gonna be easy by any stretch of the imagination, for sure. You said I used to be a rank hunter on Akasha. Some people are, and sometimes that rank hunting thing can actually make you make your builds worse. Top 37%. That's a good skirk. That's way above average. That's a great skirk. At 37%, everybody's gotten their builds together. At that point, you're probably just doing nothing but farming substats. Like you probably have a decent weapon, got the full set bonus of that you'd want. That's desirable
Doing detective work
for the
means you gotta
character.
walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Daydreamer says my skirk stat. Oh, the pie chart looks like a fish. Yeah, that's fine. Something that I've learned, Mr. Bright Green or Mrs. Bright Green, depending on which one you are, is that. How do I request a character review? In the description, but I'm about to actually just go through the Discord. And if you mind sticking around for that, I'll be doing the reviews after that because I'm going to pull up the Discord because this is a special day. Every Sunday, I get together with all of the stuff that my viewers have submitted, and I'll just, like, share stuff that they do, like dog pictures. Maybe they crafted something. Maybe they did some sewing and stitching, or maybe they have some pet rats and stuff like that. All sorts of things like that. It won't be too long. It won't be too long. And then I'll start it back up. Sometimes I play Discord games with us, but I got injured a little bit recently, so my streams have been a little bit shorter, and I've just been taking it easier. You can just call me Bright if that's easier. Okay. There's somebody in here named Blue Regard that we call random colors and then freak out every time they say the word blue. But anyways, yeah, starting from the 7th of December, that was the last week. This was one of my favorite submissions. This is ZZ. She makes candles, and the candles look crazy good. They look... yeah, they look wonderful. Blue Regard. Hey, Blue Regard. I found your cousin. It's your cousin, Bright Green. Blue Regard 123, and then it's Bright Green 327. Yes. There's Blue Regard. Blue Regard Q Kazoo. Oh, and by the way, Bright Green. The backstory of Blue Regard. Well, Blue Regard impressed everybody with something, so they got a upgrade to Rainbow Regard. They used to just be blue. Then we gave them an upgrade and they became red. Then it became green, but somebody else was already named orange, so we skipped over that and went to yellow. And then they did something really impressive with a Genius Invocation TCG deck, so they got promoted to Rainbow Regard. So that's the story of blue. And if he ever says the word blue, make sure you collectively freak out for no reason. Don't worry, I do that with everybody. And now, Bright Green, you are tied into the Blue Regard lore. And Blue Regard is the name of a cartoon character from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So instead of saying blue, I say Blue Regard. So then it's not me technically saying the word blue. But if Blue ever says the word blue, then we all freak out collectively. But anyways, look at this cupcake, though. This looks like an actual cupcake. And I thought that it was until I read that ZZ said it's a candle. But I was like, okay, the cupcake is a candle, but the strawberry jam looks like some pretty nice jam. I'd put that on my bread and eat it. That was a candle too. And now we got Kimiko with her baby rats. One of her rats, it's their birthday today, so congratulations on that. And I believe it was Minza. She's got two rats, Minza and Mina. This rat's just sitting here. And we have Dina. Dina is an artist. She likes to draw things. She's really good at drawing things. Also, Bright Green, I have a little bit of a present. Where is it? Give me 1 second. Let me close this window down and find it real quick. I'd like you to watch this. If you enjoy Genshin Impact Bright Green, you'll like this. This should entertain you while we're sharing this stuff. It's Molotov Man. Alright, anyways. Oh, it just put us all the way back down to the bottom. We just share all of the things. But yes, this is Dina's cat sitting in her lap. A lovely, beautiful kitty. Let me make sure my voice is coming through just fine. Yes, it is. Yeah, my voice is coming through just fine. This is the god. He likes to make edits. So, hold on. I do have to mute this because copyright, and I'm sorry, the god. I know I always mute your edits, but I apologize. But it's in the Discord if you, oh. Okay, this is some nice music. The music is always copyright, so every time I play his edits, I have to mute it. But I can show it. He really loves to make these edits. He probably puts them on TikTok or something like that. They're awesome. If anybody wants to actually hear the sound, then you'll have to play it yourself, because I can't play it on stream, because every time it's a copyright strike, so I'm very sorry, but I have to. This is Daydreamer's dog, Daisy. Every single time, insisting that the dog must lay on them. I don't know if if anybody else here has a dog, but you love Genshin Impact? You're gonna love Molotov Man. Share him with your friends. I love little Daisy. I would love to pet Daisy. Does Daisy bite, Daydreamer? Kimiko says, I have dog. Show us the dog so we can see it. Daydreamer says her legs hurt from the dog laying on her. Your leg probably fell asleep. She decided to lay on my leg. Absolutely she does not bite. Does she ever bark or growl? And this is, once again, ZZ. And she's just really good at making things. She made this with resin. It's a nice little fish bowl. Very decorative. Very pretty and beautiful. I wonder how she dried the clay on this. No, my dog is all mine. Why don't you share, Kimiko? And once again, ZZ making these cupcakes that look like they're absolutely delicious. Like you could really eat them. But I know that it's fake. It's like those videos where everything is cake. Lucy had a bad dream again? What happened in your dream? You want to tell us about it? Foul sorceress. You shall not fool me with your fake cupcakes again. I'll give that to ZZ. Real or candle? It's not real. It looks delicious. I would really like that cupcake. but it's not real, it's fake. And she's good at making fake food. I swear that she gets pleasure. She just derives pleasure from the fact that like somebody might see it and then like bite into it. You know those people that have those decorative tables with like the fake fruit on the table? And then you reach to grab the fruit and it's just fake. That's ZZ right there. She'd just be sneering and smiling like, "Yes. Yes." With a giant grin across her face. Daydreamer says she woke up to her dog in her face. It is real, but you can't eat it. Liar! Kimiko, you shall be flogged. Daydreamer says I prefer my apples real and edible. Me too. The Blue Regard says, I love my polystyrene apples. And Daydreamer said that she put her dog in floor jail, and now she's whining to get her back up onto the bed. The dog who's just been put in floor jail, like, no, keep laying on me, and I need my space, so get on the floor. And the dog is just whining, like, let me back up. And the dog's staring at their time to get out of floor jail. And yeah, look, Daydreamer's right here, and there's all of this bed over here. And the dog is just like, nah, I'm gonna be right here. Also, let's look at this. She's got folding crafts, Capelli. Got what looks like a bottle of wine over there. You got some Barbie dolls. You got all of the yarn that she uses to knit things. You know, or Daydreamer, she likes to make things. Daydreamer says my room is unorganized. At least you can know exactly where your folding crafts are. So, you know, there's that. Right? And once again, ZZ making these beautiful candles. I love them. Very pretty, pretty candles. Let's have a look in and zoom in on these. How does she make these? I would love to see her make one of these. It is cute. Look at the craftsmanship of these nails. Haha, ZZ. Yeah, if you're watching ZZ, Troy, stop stalking. You just did it again. What do you mean I'm stalking? These are photos willfully sent. And also, those of you who would believe that this is ZZ's hand, it is indeed not her hand, but it's actually a candle attached to a candle just to make you think that it's a hand. You stalked Daydreamer's room. Wait, so I can't talk about teeth marks in an apple without being a stalker? Why would you share an apple that you bit into as something that's just stuff that you want to share if you don't want us to look at the bite marks? You're saying exactly. Yes, exactly. That's my point. Why would you put the apple up there if you don't want us to look at it? I love these. Don't stalk. What do you mean, don't stalk? I'm gonna stalk you, Kimiko. See how it makes you feel. Lucy says, I would share my altars, but they're messy right now. Go ahead and share them when they're messy. It gives personality, alright? There's no such thing as a neat freak, but everybody has a little bit of messiness. And, sometimes it's hard keeping literally everything in order. But anyways, looking at this looks like it would be a nice little candle to, like, carry around with you. I wonder what it smells like, if it's like a scented one, or if it's just for light. I feel like if I lit these, I'd be carrying it around as like a torch around my house, rather than sitting it down somewhere. Also, that metal at the top looks like it would get pretty warm from the heat of the flames. Daydreamer says, I have so much yarn and crochet-related stuff. That's nice. Oh, Zizi gave these candle flowers to her mom as a present. That's nice. That's a really nice present. I hope that she enjoys it. And Zizi making more things with resin. It's a clock, but it's a candle. A candle clock. Or maybe it's not a candle clock and it's just something that she made out of resin instead of wax. Is the time consistent across each of these? Yeah, it's the exact same time. And what time is that? It is what? There's the hour hand. What, 6? About 7. Maybe 8. Maybe 8:20? Around there. It looks like it's about 8:20 on this clock. Well, she says she made this clock with resin last week. Ah, okay, cool. Very nice. Hey, this is a drawing. I ended up peeking at this one. But look at this, guys. This is Cammy, and she has come incredibly far with drawing. Ever since we started the Stuff Sharing Sundays, Cammy's been getting better and better at drawing with her drawing buddy Lucius Arts. She's in the chat right now. And, they became really good friends. And Cammy lacked a lot of confidence when she started drawing. And if you scroll up to her earlier drawings, they're nowhere near the same as this. Like, look at the way that she draws hair with pencils. Like, she's always moving her pencil in the same direction for the hair strands. Hi, Axum Firefly. Welcome, Firefly. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to like the stream, everybody that's watching. But yeah, like, when she makes the blush, she's very conscious of her pencil strokes and direction. It's when you're drawing hair, it's so easy to just start scribbling all randomly left, right, up, and down, just because you want to fill in the space. But you can see how soft and smooth it makes the hair look when it's always all in one hard direction. And then the fabric and material, I think that's one of her biggest strengths, is the fact that she can draw fabric and material really well. And that's why she's grown so much with, like, drawing hair. And hands used to be her biggest weakness. And she had a really hard time drawing hands. And she hasn't finished them in this painting, or this pencil drawing, but she will soon because, I said that she can do it. I said I really wanted her to do it. And I'm really looking forward to her finishing this because I want her to. And she says, yes, please. I mainly focus on all the effort I put into the head and hair, just like I just said a second ago. Been a long time since Firefly is gone. And this is when I just replied to her. And she said she'll probably finish it in a day or two, so it'll be done soon. And this is another one of the Gods edits, so gotta make sure I'm muted. Okay, we're muted up. Now we can play it. Again, I'm sorry that I can't play the audio, the god, but copyright purposes, my live stream will literally get smacked. He really loves the characters that he puts these edits into. The god really likes the horse anime girl game. Those were horses? Okay. Some art for a book she's writing. I'm sorry, my Umamusume. Umamusume? Uh, Lucy, maybe it's because I can't read. Oh, Hyacinthius. I'm sorry, my Hyacinthius. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to reading some of that, what you're writing, Lucius. We'll peer review your book on the Sunday and have a look-see at it. Oh, and this is Minza. This is one of Kimiko's rats, and this is what the rat looks like. That it's the rat Minza's birthday. So, say happy birthday to the rat. Cute little rat. And Daydreamer sending the dog photos. We still got the folding crafts there. We got Opti Plus. Ooh, look at that big duck head right there. What is that duck head right there, Daydreamer? A dog. It's a little duck. I like that duck head. Maybe it's like a lamp or something. Ooh, that would be a really cool lamp. But dog. Stop stalking. What do you mean, stop stalking? Daydreamer is sharing what her room looks like. This qualifies as stuff. It's just a big rubber ducky. Does it squeak? More dog. With the dog's ear up like that and the nose out, I just want to reach forward and just honk Daisy's nose. Does Daisy like nose boops? Does she mind when you flop her ears? You always look at the background. The focus should be on the dog. I was focused on the dog, like 63% of the time, Kimiko. The focus was on the dog. It's just like... Yeah. She doesn't care. That's nice. Okay. Well, it does actually look like a fish. We will be doing some reviews later, but the reviews is all I'll be doing for Genshin's stream today. Because, you know, I'm only going to stream for about 1 more hour because I've been trying to keep the stream duration and time down. But that's fun. Hey, when you say leaderboard hunting, bright green, try leaderboard hunting, try drawing with your character's substats. She drew a fish. And a throwback photo. A throwback photo of what? A pigeon trapped in a cage. I forget when this. When did you share this? Did your dad like catch a pigeon that was just? And why is there a cigarette on the ground? Was this pigeon smoking? Probably was. Lucy says, "My godly altars: Apollo, Hermes, and Aphrodite." Apollo? Hermes? She's got pennies and horn. Oh, this is a little necklace. Hey, can you show us this necklace, Lucy, in greater detail? Looks like a tooth. Pigeons aren't in our area, so it was a strange sight. Ah, that makes sense. He must have been migrating, probably. Oh, sorry, hiccups. It's a snake fang. Yeah, show it to us in greater detail. And who's that Pokemon on top of there? And this also looks like a butterfly at the top right corner, but I can't really tell. And she's got all of her... What is this? Stabilo Boss. A highlighter. And the last one is Aphrodite. Aphrodite seems like she's got the most stuff. She's even got something that says stay. A blurry picture that I can't quite make out. You got a lot of necklaces on this one. A lot of pieces of jewelry. Pretty sure it was a racing pigeon or something that escaped. Oh, that's not a part of it? Oh. Then I must still look at it. So we got what looks like a bottle of deodorant. A backpack or some sort of handbag right here? Okay. Into the art room to something. Something my mind, something and find. What does it say on the back of that? Daydreamer says gonna still look low. I don't even know. How do you not know what it says? Also, Daydreamer found out what it was. It was a Vulpix in this photo. It's a Vulpix. But I would like to see that snake fang. They all have ducks on them. Gasps. Vulpix is so cute, says Lindsay. Hey, look at this Vulpix. I like this little heart. I don't know if this is on a couch or a chair or something, but it's a nice thing. This is pretty. Do you ever wear this for yourself, or do you always just leave it? I wear it during divination with Hermes. Hey, I got a question for you, Lucy. If if uh if Hercules was to choose between betraying the humans and fighting the gods, or betraying the gods and fighting the humans, and he had to choose one or the other, which one do you think Hercules would pick? Do you think Hercules would fight for the gods or fight for the humans? Since he's half god, half human. And Aphrodite does have the most stuff because I have a lot of jewelry, gems, and makeup. Oh, that makes sense. A person who doesn't know what these are, shall I share something, says Axum Firefly. Yes. Yes, you may. Anybody can share. Anybody who's in the Discord and not a robot. And, well, yes. Hercules? I don't know. Heracles, the Greek one, would fight for humans. Oh yeah, Heracles, yes. The Greek one. My bad. Not Hercules, Heracles. The one who drank Zeus's blood. He would fight for the humans. Interesting. Fireflies sharing things. After Firefly's submission, I'll put it down and then I'll go to back to Genshin to just, I guess, do my artifact route and stuff while we wait for submissions. Alright, what we got here? Let's have a look-see. My sister made this on my birthday. Oh, hey! Axum Firefly's got the Dragon Ball Z bouquet. He's got all of the candies. He's got Hershey's. He's got those big chocolate walnut thingies in the middle of it. Hell yes. Firefly, this is the shit. I hope that you smashed every single one of these pieces of chocolate all down in one day. I'm talking putting your blood sugar through the damn roof to the point where your eye is twitching you ate so much chocolate. Where you feel like you really need to get some more protein in your body because of the overload of sugar. Alright? Where you had to go and take a blood pressure and sit down and rest for a while. Your heart rate raising. That's how much chocolate I hope you got. Maybe that's a little bit too much chocolate. That is really cool. Yes. And she made it herself? That's even better. So that means nobody else got this. Hang this shit up in your room somewhere. Alright, so that looks like the end of the submissions for today, but if anybody wants to share more stuff, let me know. I'll try and go back and get it. But we'll start up Genshin and we'll take some character reviews. Or start Genshin back up and take some character reviews. Language, says Artie. I cursed. Oh, and Firefly, I've done something a little bit different. Hey, Bright Green, I don't know if you're still here, but now's the time. I'll do some character reviews and maybe collect my artifacts and stuff. And then I'm going to go take a rest in about an hour and maybe 20-ish minutes. So we'll be streaming for like 2.5 hours this stream. Maybe a little less. Anywhere from 50 minutes to like an hour and 10 is when I will stop. Hello there, Miro. I'm starting Genshin Impact back up. We just finished the Sunday sharing stuff. No Discord games this week. Bah, I hate I'm not getting notifications for that stuff. I have to find out what's wrong. Notifications for what stuff? You mean the stuff sharing Sundays? Or are you talking about YouTube not giving you notifications? Because, I mean, I don't know. YouTube is just YouTube, you know? But Anybody that would like to request reviews, if you have never requested reviews before, the live stream in general. Oh. Well, I do have my Discord, and I probably should set out a ping. And, you know, honestly, that's just a failing on my part. I literally just forgot. But yeah, I'm just doing some dog feeding. This gives a lot of money and weapon upgrade materials, which is nice. And friendship XP. We gotta get Durin, Yehoda, and Hazo to 10 friendship. They're the only 3 characters I don't have at 10. It's okay next week. Oh, well, that's the thing, is, like, you don't have to submit it at the time of us doing it. If you saw the dates, like, it was, the dates of people submitting things was stretched out over multiple days. So, like, I go back. Daydreamer says, you can unsubscribe and then resubscribe and turn on all notifications. Worked for me when it was bugged. I honestly didn't know that that was a bug. I thought that that was just the YouTube algorithm, like, prioritizing other people over me since I'm, you know, the smaller YouTube. I'm a small fish. All throughout the week, we just show it Sunday. Yeah. Like, that's why you saw me go back to the last Sunday when ZZ posted that cupcake, because that was literally last Sunday. Even though I already shared, I just started at, like, the very last submission of the previous Sunday, and then just all throughout the week. So you don't have to submit it within a specific time period. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the stream. Hey, Firefly, you take care of yourself too, and I hope that your job stuff has been going well. I remember you were studying in college, Firefly. I didn't forget. So, you know, and that you got hired and stuff, and you got your first paycheck and salary, and I'm hoping it's been smooth sailing. I was catching up with Zenless Zone Zero and just got to checking YouTube again. I start my stream at the same time every day, and I tend to write my schedule in the Discord, Miro, so you can know what streams are coming up. I was thinking about canceling Monday's stream, but instead I think I'll just make it a short stream so that I'm still doing something, but I have time to just kind of recover and just sleep more, because I've been sleeping and eating, like, a lot. And that's good, because that's what you need when you're recovering. Good appetite, good sleep. It's been 4.5 months. That means you getting that grind going, Axum Firefly, and I'm happy about that. But hey, Firefly, look how many subscribers we've gotten since the first time that, like, I remember when you joined in and I was still not even reaching 1,000. I'd be streaming for like 12 hours and I'd see maybe 2 people. 2. That's it. And that's if I even caught them before they left. 11 a.m. CST? Or, yeah, either that or 12 EDT. Yeah, that's my starting time. In the future, it may change if I really need it to, but that's alright. You remember? Yeah, and look, now we're at 1,200. It took me only, like, a couple months to get 200 people, whereas getting that first 1,000 took years. It feels like it's a train, you know? Like, Miro joined us here, and Blue Regard joined us here, and there's more people. I will keep it in mind. Not a big deal. Yeah, thank you though, Miro. I just wanted to tell everybody that they can post stuff at any time, even right now. Like, even though we're not looking at it, you can post it right now. Bright Green. Anybody that wants a review request, please look at the live stream description and go all the way to the bottom. You just type in your username, user ID, and you can name up to 2 characters that you want reviewed. And for people that have ever donated for any reason before, I'll let you name 3 characters that you want reviewed. And for people that are members, you get 4. So, you know, everybody still gets the same 2 characters that they did before. It's just that people who have donated I'm giving them extra characters. That way I can just kind of, it's my way of just kind of saying thank you. Bright green wants Skirk. All right. Let's let the reviews pour in, and then I'll start adding everybody to the list. I love that I'm getting all this friendship XP and money and stuff. This is good. What emoji is that? I don't know what emoji that is. The first steps are always the hardest. They are. And to be honest, there were many times where I felt like I should just drop it because I'm not doing well enough. But I think that I should just keep trying. Because it's moving. It's just not moving at an, like, mind-destroying pace. But it's, well, compared to what I was, like, 9 months ago when I like just even a year ago, this is like nothing. I would not have this many people like sharing their dog photos and their resin crafts, and then Daydreamer with her crochets and stuff, and Artie with her piano, because Artie shared some piano music that one time. I didn't post it in the Discord though. I remember that she just wanted it only played on audio. Daydreamer, you can ask for 3. You only want 1? Okay. Because you have donated games and stuff before, so pretty cool. Yes. The thing that's pretty cool is you guys. The fact that I have, like, the mini screen. All of this stuff. Even the background of the stream, there was somebody that helped me with that. They gave me the idea. I don't know if my characters are in the showcase. Alright. So it'll be bright green first, and then... Alright, we ran out of dogs to feed. We're not getting the reward anymore, so we'll stop. And now we'll pull up Akasha. Even if it slows down at times, if you want something with your whole heart, the universe will find a way. Yeah, and I just have to do my best to make that happen. So, that's good encouragement. So thank you for that. And Firefly, you're a member. You could even ask for 4. But I know that you gotta go soon. But, I mean, I don't know. Still, though, I appreciate it. Lots. Artie. Okay, let's put this into the Akasha system. By the way, the reason why I said anywhere from 50 to like an hour and 10 and 20 is just to make sure that I had enough time to do the reviews, and I'm not setting people's expectations up for it to end in like 40 minutes, and I'm still like yakking along, because I know that whenever I talk, I like to yap. So, you know. And thank you for sharing your necklace. Also, I would like to make it clear that some people don't have new stuff to show every single week and might feel pressure from that. Don't worry about it. You can share the same things more than once. Why? Because there may be people that haven't seen what you have to share, and they would love to. Okay. Bright green, you forgot to write in your username. So, if I enter this, I'm assuming it's Apex, but for next time, please write in your username as well, so that I can know for sure that that's your account. Because it's happened before where I'll enter the user ID, or maybe somebody typed in one number too many, and I end up reviewing a character, and it's like not even, it doesn't even belong to anybody here. It was just a random account. Just for the future. That's you? Okay. Because when I dig backwards through the chat, it's hard. Miro says, we are changing currencies in my country and YouTube has removed our ability to pay. I do have another medium like PayPal, but then there's also Streamlabs. PayPal and Streamlabs. Okay, Miro. Oh, shit. Excuse me. There we go. I was touring to subscribe, or you mean trying to subscribe? Okay. I think I remember that this was Silver Song. There we go. January. Have a bunch of characters. Blah, blah, blah. Did I miss anybody? I think that was the only 3 that I asked. I'm getting commercials on your stream. I hope you're monetized. I actually am monetized, Miro. I have something fun to share with you guys. Is that the YouTube requirement of reaching 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers? I was at 4,000 watch hours ever since I was at like maybe 400 subscribers. No ad block? Well, if you do ad block, then that means your favorite YouTuber doesn't get paid, average RNG hater. Because, you know, I get money from the ads. You're making me unemployed. Why would you hurt me that way, average RNG hater? Okay, and yeah, thank you everybody for helping me with my journey. And I'm sorry I was a little bit slow on the chat. I'm just catching up with everything that everybody said. True, but odds are I wouldn't be here without the ad block. So it isn't like you're losing out. Don't worry. Look, some people just find ads annoying. That's okay. Because ads are annoying, and I do get it. Me myself though, I literally only me myself, it would make me a massive hypocrite if I was using ad block like crazy and then also using ads for my account or for my YouTube. That would be just like massively hypocritical, so I that's why I don't do it. But anyways, green, which characters did you want? Because there was a blur, and Silver Song didn't say what they wanted, and Daydreamer only said Skirk. Oh god. You're the only YouTuber I keep turning off my ad block for, Troy. Thank you, Artie. I appreciate that. That's a sign of affection, and I very much appreciate it. But I hate ads too. Don't we all? Oh my god. Alright, there. Green, Skirk, and Yelan. Okay. It was a lot of characters to keep track of, and I had to scroll back up the chat because it got buried. Skirk. Alright. We refreshed. Let's look at this Skirk. Okay. So, first thing that I look at is the fact that her talents are leveled up like crazy. That's great. I see that you got her normal attack leveled up. It's not necessary because the elemental skill is here, but when I see that, I know that it's for dedication purposes. Also, if you're playing Chong Yun, then, you know, this normal attack level does help in cooperative play because, you know, Skirk is eventually going to be on a cooldown at some point. Daydream's like, why are my ads in Spanish? I do not know Spanish. Maybe you looked up something Spanish at one point in time, like Spanish men with roses in their mouth and tuxedos that do dances. I would imagine something like that to be in your search history, Daydreamer. Oh. Daydreamer, is that a different account? Is it, or is it the same one? Six 51252 377. It is a different account. That was oddly specific. Okay, there we go. I just added it in. Different one. Okay. So Gladiator, so two-piece attack, two-piece attack. So your Skirk, you're going for a lot of attack power. You don't have the set bonus, but I'm guessing you're using these artifacts because of their decent substats. My ads are in Spanish because I watch Spanish crochet videos. Oh, okay. All the good videos are in Spanish. Well, I never knew that. If I ever need to learn about crocheting, I will go for Spanish videos instead of English. So thank you, Daydreamer. Yeah, I'm guessing that you're probably using these because of the substats. And I know that substats for Skirk are brutal. Like, some people will be like, oh, 2,680 roll value. That's average, I guess. But the thing is, when we objectively look at, like, the numerical number of rolls that Skirk literally can't use, her best possible flower and feather, the maximum, most effective artifact that she can have, is crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. And then that's it. I mean, there's flat attack, but it's not a desirable roll. It's not a glowy roll, right? For Skirk. The flat attack would just be a roll that would exist, but you didn't even want to roll into it. And then the sand, crit rate, crit damage, is the only thing that she can get. There's no other main stat sand that she can use except for attack. So even her best possible sand is a 50-50. So despite what the roll values say, this sand is probably the hardest artifact for Skirk to find, which is that's ludicrous. Like, her goblet is actually easier than the sand, roll-wise. So, this sand is really impressive to me, and I love it. This Skirk, you don't have the set bonus. 3-stat character, yeah. It's a good build, but two-piece, which is on Skirk, which is kind of bad. Well, yes, but I'm still giving this Skirk, at the very least, an A-, because your Skirk has really good substats, and the set bonus is not bad. It actually is effective, so that makes it being not a salad build, right? So that's why I'm giving you an A-, not a B. That's why you're in the A range, because it's actually an effective set bonus. But the reason why I'm not giving you an A or an A+, so a little bit higher, is literally because none of your pieces come from Skirk's most desirable sets, except for maybe Gladiator. I mean, I could see the sword damage being increased from the normal attacks, which would be very good for her. So 2 of them do, but you've got flower, sand, and goblet, and sand is like one of the hardest pieces, and 0 of them are from Finale of the Deep Galleries, Or even like Marchu's Hunter or something like that. Assuming you might be using Farina with her, but there's a chance that you might not. Could be like Rosaria, Escoffier, or Yelan or something like that. You know, some sort of team that's not Farina orientated. But yeah, building your Skirk with Marchu's Hunter might make your account get the Farina fever, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, no Finale of the Deep Galleries pieces is why you're not getting an A or closer to an A+. But it's still a good build with really good substats, and it's going to be a very hard climb if you're going to try and find artifacts that are even, like, remotely similar in statistics to this. Because you could get a bad set of Finale of the Deep Galleries and then still end up having the same amount of damage output, but you spent all that resin just to get Finale of the Deep Galleries. And it's not even as good. Alright, let's look at Yelan. Okay. I like this. I like this. This is good. This Yelan gets an A+. The first thing that I looked at is I saw you had all of these attacks leveled up. And because Yelan has that glowing wristband, she's got sometimes Yelan instead of Mona. Okay, yeah. Farina, Escoffier, Mona, Skirk. Makes sense. Mona got some buffs recently, so it would make sense why you would change Mona out, because you might want to use her somewhere else. Because of the Hex and Zirkle stuff. But yes, I like that our skills are leveled up. I love the weapon choice, and she's level 90. And then I looked at and saw you had 4 pieces of Emblem of Severed Fate, and that's wonderful too. HP Sand, Hydro Damage Goblet, Critical Circlet, very good. This Yelan gets an A+. I have nothing to say that would be an easy or reasonable improvement to this character. A+. No flaws. Daydreamer, you wanted Skirk. Okay. Let's refresh. Let's have a look at this Skirk. I already see that she's got Finale of the Deep Galleries, so I'm already loving that. We got the Calamity of Eshu. Very good weapon for Skirk. Very solid choice. Especially if you're doing battles that she starts with 0 energy. Calamity of Eshu is really good for that. A very affordable weapon too. It's a 4-star. Since it's an event weapon, I would say that if you might have missed out on your chance getting this weapon leveled up to 90 because of the discounted price. Event weapons are really good to get up to 90. I know I say 90 for a lot of things, like character and stuff, and I know that character reaching 90 is harder than weapon 90. But the fuck does 0 energy have to do with Eshu? I'm talking about battles where you start with 0 energy, like the Stygian Onslaught, because battles where you start with full energy, Skirk can first immediately do her elemental burst and then use her elemental skill, like the Spiral Abyss. So you kind of have that little couple first initial few seconds of, like, if a battle is really, really short. He's confusing it with the other weapon. No, I'm talking about, like, duration of battles being really short. Because with Skirk, you can immediately start with the burst and then go into your skill. So it's just that first couple seconds advantage. But in the Stygian Onslaught, you don't start with anything, so you just go straight into your elemental skill with Skirk. That's what I was talking about. Specifically that average RNG hater. Eshu needs a shielder. Yeah, it does need a shielder. I don't use her burst. I leveled it because I only do it when I feel edgy. Yeah. You still do use her burst during her skill to, like, absorb the what is it? The dimensional rifts and shit like that. So it's just a thing that you can do. It's a small thing, but it's a thing. Generally, though, normally the reality of it is, yeah, you either choose burst or skill, one or the other, not both. But yeah, that's what I was talking about, is that. And nice. Almost 2,000 roll value. I like the Finale of the Deep Galleries, 4-piece. Very good. Attack Sand, still leveling it up, so you still need some Artifact XP. Goblet is Cryo, nice. Critical Rate Circlet. And you're at, what, 57 over 162? Yeah, I think that just the weapon's attack power being less, and also it's putting you in the Finale of the Deep category and not the Calamity of Eshu category. Probably because of the attack statistics. Yeah, the base attack. I think there are better reasons to not level the stands other than low attack power. Well, the thing is, like, when you're building like 100 characters, right? You're just gonna kind of build what you can. Like, there's only literally one other substat that she can get for the sand, and that's crit damage. And if you're trying to build like all of these characters so you can do Imaginarium Theater, it might not be a good idea to spend, you know, 3 months trying to get double crit attack sand on Skirk. If, you know, because that would, she'd just miss out on a bunch of primo gems because she didn't get the chance to build all of her other characters to play in the theater. So stuff like that. And, like, again, the only other substat that she can get is crit damage. She already got crit rate on it, but that's it. Like, the sand is so fucking hard to roll. It is. It's so hard. I'd agree, but Daydreamer is also building it for Varissa. Finale of the Deep Galleries? Oh, you mean the other artifact set. Oh, yeah. Man, I can't be bothered to do that for theater. Yeah, you see. That said, I mean, it's fine. Skirk's really hard with artifacts, and also looking at our artifacts as a whole is good. And honestly, as a whole, it's not that bad. I'd give your Skirk a really, really solid B+. Only because the level just needs a little more and the weapon needs a little more. The weapon being just a little bit more levels would make a big difference. You already got elemental skill and burst at 9, but this is good. As someone who built Nephra, I can confirm building units who can use almost no stats is miserable. It is. It is. The resin cost for the reward that you get is like... Are we allowed to talk about leaks here? Yes, but when you do, make sure you are informing people that what you're saying may not necessarily be true and is extremely subject to change. Because the thing is, like, when you say things, you don't want to fool somebody. Like, oh, I was in Troy's stream and Troy told me that the next Imaginarium Theater was going to be Hydro, Pyro, Electro. Yeah, and then you end up building tons of Electro characters and then it ends up being Geo for the next theater or some shit. But yes, a really solid B+ on the Skirk, but only because you didn't take up the guaranteed upgrades on the table yet for the weapon. I can understand with the 90 out of 90 because that's like 6 massive cryo gems. That's a lot. According to leaks, its next patch about 95% chance to be correct. Right. I just don't want to repeat the Inazuma banner because that would suck to massively misinform people. Okay, Silver Song, which characters did you want to show off? Was it your Hu Tao? The Hu Tao that you've dedicated 4 years of usage to? Is it somebody else? Who are we looking at here? Show Hu Tao? Okay, you want Hu Tao. Do the Hu Tao. And then you got 2 more after this Hu Tao. I literally don't have any criticisms. And let chat pick. Literally the first people that blurt out a character name, I'm gonna pick that instead of holding a formal vote. I'll just let chaos take hold. Whatever people want to see. Average RNG hater said that's not the build? What do you mean that's not the build? Hu Tao CW. Oh. This is always so confusing when people upload, like, multiple builds to Akasha. Okay, there we go. Crimson Witch of Flames Hu Tao. Rank number 1027. That's nice. Elemental Mastery main stat sand. Crit rate, crit damage. Very nice. This man has, what, 23 rolls of critical? And 9 HP rolls, looking like my Neuvilette. 32,000 HP as well. Hu Tao always sitting at 16 HP is 16k HP, makes her about as hefty as a normal character, which is great. Critical rate circlet, love it. Pyro damage bonus goblet. How is almost everyone C6 here today? What the hell is this? Average RNG hater. It's because of pure dedication. His Hu Tao is even level 100. There's nothing that can be done to improve this Hu Tao. There isn't. Oh, well, Troy, he's missing an HP roll in the sand. Shut up. Get a better one than him. If you think you can. If you think it's possible, do it. And then request a review. There's nothing else that can be done. Too broke for this shit, says our average RNG hater. I saw somebody say Shungling. It doesn't need C6. I C6 her for appreciation. Yes, for dedication purposes. Nobody's gonna look at Hu Tao and be like, oh yeah, Hu Tao does way more damage than Malvika. They look at Hu Tao and they're just like, I'm gonna buy the outfit for Hu Tao and then use her because I like the voice. 291 elemental mastery. Ridiculous. You have, like, almost 70 points more elemental mastery than everybody. Free to play, by the way. Yeah, I'm free to play as well. Bright green. I got Constellation 6 Durin. I got Constellation 6 Neuvilette. And a lot of my 4 stars are Constellation 6. C6 for power? No. C6 for simping? Yes. I saw somebody type in Shungling. So we'll look at that one next. Whoever blurts out another random character name, that will be the character that we review. But hey, let's look at this Shungling's energy recharge. 210%. Good. Very good. Staff of the Scarlet Sands. You got 210% energy recharge with Staff of the Scarlet Sands in hand. That's great. C6 Shungling, too. I'll hate them if he's there. Okay. Daydreamer blurted out, I'll hate them. That's what it'll be. Curious to me that you actually managed to get an on-set emblem of Severed Fate Pyro damage Uona's Goblet. That's also got a bunch of elemental mastery on it. And look, it's not even double crit, and it's an amazing artifact that you will never find a better one than this. And if you do, it's not going to roll better. And if it does roll better, well... well, this is just not going to happen. Rank number 141, by the way. This is the type of build a free-to-play 4-star only clear would have. Yeah, pretty much. When they say, we're only using 4 stars for the Spiral Abyss. Meanwhile, they're using stuff like Refinement 5 Fruitful Hook on Gaming, while the Gaming is C6. And that C6 Gaming costs about as much as a full party of C05 stars. No, they have weaker characters. Well, look, I'm just saying, a lot of there's so many times where they will have C6 on their 4 stars. The Fruitful Hook is like one of those weapons where it's like, oh my god, you know, if you managed to get that, it was an accident. It's funny, yes. Yeah, this Shungling is ridiculous. The fact that you're at 210% energy recharge without an energy recharge weapon, not a lot of Shunglings ever get this high. When I saw the 210%, I just assumed you had an energy weapon, but you don't. It's a critical weapon. Gaming mains, when I tell them to play a C5 Gaming, they will look at you like you're an ant, okay? Like you are less than the earth that they walk upon. Alright. Light of Focalor Incision. Here's the Alhaitham build. Level 20, by the way. Oh, crit rate and crit damage are not good then, says Miro. Or Elemental Mastery. You said that so wrong, I'm cringing, says Daydreamer. That's okay. It's on purpose. Light of Focalor Incision. Refinement 1. C0. This looks kind of like the build that I would have if I had to equip a character with a Gilded Dreams 4-piece. This is what it would look like. Be honest with you, yeah. This is what it would look like. Well, this Alhaitham's got everything but the guaranteed upgrades of his talents, level, and yeah, basically talents, level, and everything else. So, how's my level 20 build? It would be an A+ if you actually had levels. But since there's no guaranteed upgrades, I mean, the best I can do for you is like a B. Because there's... you've left all of the upgrades on the table. There is none. 10,000 times 1 is still 10,000. You know? But once you start leveling up, boy, it's going to be like a force multiplier with this character. That's for damn sure. And if you need another... yeah, I got him from the Chronicle Wish. I just gave him spare parts. These are some really good spare parts. Give it to me, bro, says Average RNG Hater. Daydreamer says I got a Dia. Well, lots of farming for Miko and Tainari. Yes. Alright, Daydreamer. What are your other two characters? Yeah, that Alhaitham literally has everything but the upgrades. But once he got those level ups, then he's easily an A+, perfect character. But, you know, the levels just, it weighs so much. He would die in one hit. His HP is so low. I'm probably never leveling him, says Miro. That's sad. Not even for the Imaginarium Theater. Inefa and Farina. If I get Inefa, she's going to get the 4 pieces of Gilded Dreams. If I ever do, for any reason. But anyways, let's look at this. Okay. Silken Moon Serenade 4-piece. So you are not opting for Gilded Dreams on Inefa. So that is one of my opinions, that Gilded Dreams is one of the best, but only if somebody else isn't using Silken Moon Serenade. Not really, I have 99 characters. Ah, that makes sense. I love the main stats. So attack, and then critical damage. Very good. You got 150% crit damage, so she can really contribute. You've refined your Prospector's Shovel. Good job on that, Daydreamer. You've leveled up her Elemental Burst from 7 to 8 since last time, I think. Ino has Instructor. That's good. And Inefa is leveled up to 90. This Inefa is A+ material. She's really good. The only one thing I'm only slightly minor concerned about is that the energy recharge is 143, and it might be a little bit difficult for Inefa to get her elemental burst up, but you honestly don't have to use it all the time. I mean, you literally just fire the rocket. And, I mean, it lasts for some time. Yeah. Just summon Brigitte with your elemental skill. And you could just let her collect her own energy if you really want to use the elemental burst, but otherwise, good job. Next time, I'm showing the better Alhaitham. Keeching. No doubt his Kitching is already Constellation 6. But yes, this is a wonderful Inefa. Absolutely wonderful. A+. Because there's literally, you could, with your energy being 143, you could literally just change the way you play slightly if you really want to get her energy. You know, like you can feed electro particles or Favonius particles to her. Stuff like that. Her shield still somehow feels weak. You could use an attack circlet if it feels weak. Hold up. Let's look at your attack rating. Yeah, your attack rating is 2,701. That's good. Yeah, 2,000 is the minimum goal to like max out one of her passives. And the reason why your shield probably feels weak is mostly probably because you've just got a 4-star weapon. Because, you know, the base attack is lower on 4-star weapons, but that's the best that you can do. It's an interrupt shield, not a don't touch me one. Yeah, and Inefa isn't gonna be like Zhongli or Layla or anything like that. Because, you know, Zhongli and Layla, they're using stuff like Tenacity of the Millilith. And they're getting that extra energy, on, or extra shield strength. Inefa, she can help, but instead of being a total replacement for face tanking defense, she's just kind of a speed bump, you know? You still do need to defend yourself a little bit with Inefa's shield strength, but it's not a Zhongli shield. Zhongli is literally the only one that'll just be like, or I guess Langyan too, assuming that you're doing normal attack Unga. But yes, I like this Inefa. A+, very good. And it was Farina, right? It was Inefa and Farina. It's like Diona. It saves you from making mistakes once. Yeah, and Diona is a mixture of healing and shield strength. And people are always like, well, Diona's shield is not strong enough. So she's a really shitty shielder. But she's supposed to, you know, stop maybe 1, maybe 2 hits. And then she has healing that can kind of heal up the HP you lost. So she can do a little bit of both. Seat Lolly is good too. Yeah. I remember you have Seat Lolly, Daydreamer. Okay. This is your Skirk. And Lindsay wanted Venti. Huh. Okay, let me enter that in. Fluve, Sandra Ferryman. Well, okay. I love this weapon. Fluve, Sandra Ferryman gives our crap ton of energy. An extra 32%, so really good. That really puts her way over the 200% energy threshold. That extra energy gives her a lot of flexibility in a lot of teams. She can also heal and provide a huge buff. Yeah. At 50k HP, more than once even. Wait, no. Daydreamer, Baija, I think he does prevent interruption, but only if it's a singular hit. If it's multi-hit, then Baija, you'll flinch from multi-hit. Because if I remember correctly, Baija's shields were like 1 HP. Like, quite literally, the shield was 1 HP. So it's literally just to stop you from getting knocked over from only one hit at a time. But anyways, I love this Farina. You're almost at 40,000 HP, too. To max out the Salon Solitaire bonuses. They are not 1 HP, but are very, very small. I don't know how small they are. They're like... Because I remember somebody having like a level 90 Baija, and they had a Hilichurl sharpshooter just kind of shooting with an arrow. It was like a low-level Hilichurl sharpshooter from Mondstadt, and it was like destroying it. 17% crit roll was a crazy roll. Where is it? Oh, yes, on the sand. Yeah, that is insane. That's very good. I like this Farina. The 16% critical rate on your elemental skill puts you at, what, 7% critical rate? So, like, your ratio of crit rate to crit damage is, like, really, really well balanced. This Floof Sandra Ferryman really ties your Farina together. This is an A+ Farina, for sure. She got HP Sand, HP Goblet. Didn't go for the Hydro Damage Goblet. You didn't fall into the trap of that. That's good. So you got lots of health. 11% critical on that Goblet, too. I wanted energy recharge, but it kept rolling crit rate. Well, the fact that you got the Floof Sandra Ferryman, if you use Farina, if you use somebody else's, like you just hit Neuvilette's elemental skill, switch to Farina and then elemental skill, and you absorb the hydro particles from another character, plus you let Farina eat her own particles, then that's really good. She would just get full energy on any team. It just makes her really flexible, having so much free energy available. You can always make up for having too much energy, but you can never make up for not having enough. And it's good. A+ Farina. That's good. That's a perfect build. Never change it. Leave it exactly as it is. And if you change it, you shall be flogged. I feed her energy from Seat Lolly. See? Yeah, that works. Lindsay wants us to look at Venti, but he's not done yet. This account is only adventure rating 45, so I will keep that in mind with the reasonable expectations that we should have on an adventure rating 45 account. I see 4 pieces of Iridescent Veriner already. This is an amazing build for an adventure rating 45 account. This is pretty damn good. That said, I believe that because of the Hexenzirkel buffs, Lindsay, that it might be better to go for like an attack percentage bow than it is the stringless. Because the stringless is more for like swirl damage. And I would not even build units at AR-45. Yeah. I think she's getting help from like another like friend or account, basically. So she gets help with the domains. But yeah, 45 is when you literally get access to the domains. You can still build him as a gathering unit. A attack bow? Yeah. Let me open up the list of weapons real quick. Okay, you never have another Hex character? She should, because they give her one for free from the Hexenzirkel quest. Fischl. Yep. Fischl's perfect. So, Lindsay, if you have any bows that give, like, attack percentage or anything like that, those can be good. You also have, like, bows that give, like, critical and whatnot and normal attack damage. So, there's, like, stuff like Rust can give normal attack damage. Let's be fair. How many people will build DPS Venti and use him as a DPS? I can name several in my chat right now who would. There's Lucius, there's Daydreamer, there's Lindsay. There's quite a few people that really want to use Venti as a DPS. But, no, you can keep the stringless. Keep it for now because he still does a shitload of swirling. So don't get rid of it, Lindsay. Keep the stringless. It's just like, keep an eye out for some of the other bows, depending on how you construct your party. Yeah, you have 2 rusts. Well, hold off on the rust. Don't do it right now because the rust would be something that's situational. And I do want to say that because I don't want you to feel like you've been tricked. I gave him that for crowd control. Yeah, don't give him the rust yet because I don't want you to be tricked by what I say. Because the only reason I said rust would be very situational of like your off-field damage being literally non-existent. As in you're like using Faruzan and you're not even getting any swirl damage elements happening. Like if you just had Faruzan, Venti, Bennett, and I don't know. I guess you got Sucrose here? But I was thinking there was somebody else who was stuck with Sucrose as their only other Hexarai character when they had Venti. And they literally had no off-field presence. Like, none. They had nothing. With here, you got Fischl, though. So you will be swirling a lot of Electro. So, you know, yeah, don't use Rust for now. Keep the stringless because Venti still swirls a lot. Like a hell of a lot. Especially when it's in a crowd control situation. So, yeah, don't drop it. Keep it up for now. Until you get, like, one of the 5-star weapons to really just smash some cheeks with them on. Like the Amos bow or something like that. Also, by the way, I should also probably say another reason why Rust is less optimal is because, well, Desert Pavilion Chronicle is one of the sets that he uses. Fischl is one of the strongest 4-stars in the game if you have. Yeah, Fischl is really good 4-star. You're using Viridescent Mariner, so that accentuates you using the stringless and getting that swirl value, Lindsay. So do not be tricked by that. Keep your stringless. It is a good weapon. It's really good. It's really, really good. Because, like, yeah, Rust, like, is more favorable towards a Venti that's leaning on his own pure animo damage, trying to act like he's Zhao or something like that. Or Wanderer, basically. Daydreamer says, me, who never built my C6 Fischl. You both are polar opposites. The other one has Alhaitham and loves him. The other one didn't even build Fischl. Alright. I think that's about enough yakking for the moment. Miro says he could solo Spiral Abyss floor 12 with his. Damn. Where would I even use her? I don't even have a use for her. Any character that spams a crap ton of normal attacks. It's possible for him to be decent off-field Electro for even characters like Alhaitham. In which case, if you're not using Kuki Shinobu. I use her with Durin for Overload. Oh, yes. Durin and Fischl for Overload would be amazing good. But yeah, Lindsay, I can't reiterate this enough, is like, Rust is not for you with this 4-piece Viridescent Variner. The Stringless is king for you. Rust would, again, be a Faruzan, Venti, super strong Animo main damage dealing kind of team. Feels unnecessary. She's also really good off-field Electro for characters like Tainari. Fischl is very good for Tainari. Alright, let's get rid of this. It's been about 2 hours, so I think that I'm gonna hang it up in a bit.
I still have so much to
Check
learn
the mail.
about human interactions, like
Primo gems from the Hoyle
how should I
Lab community.
put my hands when I'm nervous. I just really.
What's our wish count now? I'll count that before we leave. 44 wishes there on the Primo gems. 115 here, so 44, 115. Well, I got one wish just sitting in my inventory, so 45 and 115. So we got 160 wishes available to us right now. Those of you who have not done the Bing Bang Finch Ball, today is your last day. So you gotta get on that if you haven't gotten these rewards and you want them. Literally the last day, ladies and gentlemen, so get them as soon as possible. I did get around to it finally. Good. I'm at that point where, like, farming artifacts for me feels kind of strenuous. Like, I just want to go back to leveling up my characters and talents because I'm just running out of characters to do things with in this Stygian Onslaught. Attack Goblet, crit damage circlet. Yeah, we got all sorts of pieces that Durin's got floating around. And this feather is probably going to go to Toma. Probably. There absolutely is a point where farming... It's because, like, at this point, I've got bigger fish to fry. I need to get Yehoda leveled up. I need to get him leveled up. And look at all of the characters that are only at level 8 talents. Like, I got almost everybody at Ascension 6. But almost everybody's talents are still level 8. Yeah, like, look, everybody's all Ascension 6. But the talents are 8, 8, 8, 8. I didn't level up the Traveler. 7s, 8s, 9s, 8s, 8s, 8, 7, 8. I want to get everybody up to 8. honestly level him up for lunar mode, Troy. Yeah, I know. I know. I know you guys want to see the lunar mode theater, and I would like to do that for you. I'm going to spend this last 20 resin on the Stygian Onslaught and then end the stream after that, because I'm just trying to get that reroll feather. And at this point, I'm just trying to get main stat and set bonus for characters that I haven't even pulled yet, that I have no idea when they will come, if they will ever come. But yeah, I'm ending it now. After this Stygian Onslaught, I'm going to end it. Spent my time yakking, and the stream is about 2 hours. We're at 2 hours, 18 minutes in, so... we're going to do this, beat this guy up, and then end it. Monday I'll be back. It'll be Genshin, and we'll do more stuff on Genshin.
Silence! Stay back! Settle down!
Also keep in mind that I was going for a C2 Nilu on Chronicles. Alhaitham was a very unfortunate pull, but Nefer just came out. Attack Circlet. Not what we needed. Alright, we're done. I'm gonna check what my Stygian Onslaught resin is at, and then end the stream. Just so I can see just how much further I need to go. Daydreamer says I still want C6 Alhaitham. His is C0, so... 880, so we gotta spend another... what? 320 resin, so another day and a half. Okay, another day and a half on the Stygian Onslaught it is. We'll get that feather back, ladies and gentlemen, and we will push forward. Excuse me. Understandable. I have Ayaka at Constellation 6 and another character I just like. If I didn't lose today, I would have gone for another constellation. I would like another constellation on my Dea. She's at 2. Need one more. Be very good for Dea. Alright, time to end the stream. Good night, sleep tight, and don't... make sure the hilly churls bite. 3? You mean 2. I think I might put together a 4-piece Golden Troop Dea.